The Pilbara, a landscape of contradictions, ochre deserts and azure skies, fields of spinifex and deep rivers dappled with tropical palm trees. Hi, I'm Louise.
And I'm Sergey.
And this is our first time in the Pilbara. What an introduction it's been. Join us as we continue north to Peedamulla Campground and finish at Millstream National Park.
We are officially in the Pilbara. Look at that red.
It is sensational. So stunning out here. Peedamulla, it's going to be 7 kilometres from the turn-off. It is quite well signposted.
Yeah, so the instructions on the confirmation email said just to be careful because there are 2 turn-offs right next to each other. One leads to the campground, which is the one we want, and the other one is going to the community, which they ask kindly not to go to. Yeah, just be aware of the signs and follow the directions. Off the tarmac and on the dirt roads again, kicking up a lot of road dust. The road is maybe a little bit corrugated, but nothing major really. Didn't even need to reduce the pressure so far. And I think we're nearly here.
So we're booked into an unpowered site. They just say you can choose your own site anywhere in the unpowered unless it's got reserved on it, and just to text when you get here. At your service.
So I actually get to park the camper for a change. Look at that, it's a drive-through site.
Seriously, you can't make this stuff up. So we are here. It is absolutely glorious. We have just set up. And the site is massive. You can have a fire here. They've sold out of firewood, but they said you can do a little collection around. And so we may do that over the next couple of days and have a little fire one night. But it's beautiful. So we've just set the camper up and realised...
We drove off and left some 2 of our chocks in the previous campsite in Exmouth. Luckily we had 4, so we're down to 2. It'll do for now, but have to pick some more up in Karratha.
I think the most upsetting thing for Sergey is that they left behind one of each colour. So we now...
Don't have a matching set.
We don't have a matching set. He's pretending not to care. It's cute.
First world problems. At least it's a very level site. In fact, all of the sites are very level. Very nice. We're not going to roll away anywhere. Check it out. There's so much iron in the ground that it is sticking to a magnet.
Well, what an absolutely magic spot. This is our first time ever in the Pilbara region. What an introduction. The colours are magnificent. The campground, Peedamulla, they've got, I think it's $15 a person a night, so $30 for us. Just check this group. We're in the unpowered section. It is absolutely huge. The sites are massive. You can see our rig there in the background there. Well, that whole area is all ours. There's another big section along the top, which is all powered. It's powered by a big battery generator station. It's got, I don't know what I was expecting, but it's got the most beautiful showers, flushing toilets, sinks, really lovely camp kitchen. Everything is spotless, so well cared for. I was talking to the lady that comes over and looks after it from the station, Amanda, and she was saying that it's only open, the campground's only open 5 months of the year, and the rest of the time I'm assuming it's shut for wet season, but I didn't ask actually. So at the moment it's open, and right now you can see I'm just turning around here, there is absolutely nobody else here. But interestingly, last night there was quite a few vans, and they've all left this morning. And I guess I'm just assuming that there's a van over there. And there's quite a number of vans up at the powered section. But I'm assuming that there'll be more just coming in and going out. I understand why it would be an overnight stopover for a lot of people, because it's, you know, there's not a lot here, but I just never want to leave at the moment. It is so relaxing. It's beautiful weather. It's so still. There's these little flowers dotted all over the place, some of them just from small shrubs and some from the trees. They're just so gorgeous. And the colours, just this deep, deep red against the blue sky. The sunrise this morning and the sunset. I mean, what's not to love, really? Just the whole experience has been amazing so far.
Alright, we've had another little breakage. So a few days ago, the inside door handle just snapped right off. Not sure what happened there, but yeah, we didn't pull too hard or anything like that. It literally just pinged off, and yeah, so we've been without a handle for a while, which is not ideal. It's actually really, really tricky to turn with just your hands. So good old duct tape came to the rescue for a bit. So yeah, so we got in touch with Lifestyle, and very quickly they express posted us a new handle.
Thank you, Paul.
Thanks, Paul, if you're watching this. And yeah, so it's time to get this new door handle installed. Shouldn't be too hard, right? So there are actually 3 screws here. 1, 2, and the third one is hiding beneath that latch. So we need to press this button and pull it down, and there it is. Oop. Something's happening. And there's the new one. Alright, so we need to make sure we pull that latch again. Needs to be aligned in the closed position. I found a little bit of a challenge here, so it won't just go on very easily and it won't just snap straight in. And the reason being is that metal plate, that's the bit that controls the separation of the fly screen from the main door, and it's controlled by this handle. So this needs to be in this position, but it's quite stiff. And also the actual door lock has to be open for it to work. So that's the barrel of the lock, and the metal plate slides up and down only if it's unlocked. And if it's locked, it actually stops it moving up and down. So it needs to be in an unlocked position, handle out. Okay, on the other side. But it's still tricky because I can't press this metal plate down at the same time as try to put that whole thing in. There's no way to access it. So what I figured out is also this latch spins the gear here, and it actually lowers the plate when you press it in. Let's have a look. See if I plug that in and then press the top of it in. Lift the latch. And that's snapped in. So that's all seems to be working. Just need to put those screws back in. And the final hidden one. Door fixed. All working properly. So yeah, I'm not really sure how often this happens. We probably should get a spare just in case it happens again. If you've ever seen or heard of the inside handle like this snapping off, let us know in the comments.
Alrighty, travel day today. So here we are now this morning. We're going to head into Karratha, and then we're going to head, we think we're going to head into Millstream National Park. We really want to visit there. There is the option to keep going along the coast. We might just decide when we get there, I think. We're just kind of, I don't know, freedom lands. We're going to wing it. So before we head off into the unknown this morning, I am going to take advantage of the showers and wash my hair. It's always a hassle. So while I've got running water, I'm going to do that here. And Sergey, I think I'm going to leave you to hitch up. I'm going to be a bit cheeky. What do you think?
Sounds good. And we're on the road again. Beware of Google Maps. So coming in and out of this campsite, Peedamulla, the Onslow Peedamulla road that we're on right now is actually marked as shut. It does seasonally shut, so I think it's open 6 months of the year. And they do sometimes shut it after heavy rains because, again, it becomes impassable. Google just doesn't understand it. So provided the campsite is actually open, the road itself is open as well. So there's no need to do the dodgy roundabout trip that Google tries to send you on. We're in Karratha. Just done a restock, went to Woolies and picked up a few things from the post office and chemist and all these sort of things. It's quite a big place, and I had no idea about that. And now we are queuing for the water fill-up point. It's the point, the only one in town by the look of it. And we've been here about 40 minutes. There's a massive queue of vans and cars and everything. And and it doesn't look good for the next 40 or so minutes. This is so far probably the busiest water fill-up point I've ever seen. So we're finally at the water fill up station, and yeah, we've been chatting to some people, and apparently it is crazy busy all day. So yeah, next time we're going to have to come up either really, really early morning or late evening. The water is very slow, so it takes forever to get a van through.
But we weren't in a hurry, and it was free. Thanks, Karratha.
And we are finally on the way, heading over into Millstream Chichester National Park. Heading inland, the landscape is pretty striking, amazing red earth and spinifex, and and we actually crossed into the national park right now. And so we got a booking. It's looking quite busy in the main campgrounds at the moment. There are some free camps that we're going to check out as well, but we wanted to be sure that we had a spot for tonight, so I got a booking for a couple of nights. And yeah, so the lady at the visitor center just multiple times mentioned how bad the roads in the national parks are. So yeah, you can't wait. Corrugated, potholes, red dirt. What are we waiting for? Let's go. We're only 10k from camp, and so far it's all been on tarmac. So I think it's just that last bit that they reckon is corrugated or bad. We'll see.
And we're driving at dusk, which is terrible. Driving very cautiously.
With the sun in your eye, it's under your eyes, yes. We did find a bad patch of the road. It is pretty corrugated.
It's pretty terrible. We were driving along, I'm like, oh, it's like 12, 15k, we're gonna air down. And then we get there and it's 4k, and I'm like, I'm not airing down for 4k. I wish I had off. Very rattly.
Yeah, the last couple of k were really bad. But you know, we're not in a hurry, and we're doing like what, 20 kilometers an hour? It should be right.
It was a beautiful sunset, and we're here before dark, and I'll be airing down before the trip out. Yes, I will.
Yes, we will. We're here.
We're here.
Big day.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be a very late night somehow.
It's pretty nice.
Worth it. Oh, well, it's late afternoon at the moment, but earlier this morning we went for a nice walk to, is it Cliff
Lookout, yes.
Cliff Lookout. It overlooks the Fortescue River. It's this beautiful jade river going all the way through the landscape against that deep red. Oh, it was magic, wasn't it?
Amazing, and it sneaks up on you. There's actually quite a good network of walking and cycling trails here, so yeah, pretty cool. And yeah, so we're once again set off from Stargazers, and we are heading towards Deep Reach Pool. Heard good things about it. Apparently, maybe even could have a dip in there.
I think we should have a dip. If we can, it looks like we're just coming up to it now, and it does look quite busy, but hopefully there's plenty of room. Haven't been there before, so yay!
pool. Oh, it's looking quite tropical with all the palm trees there. All right, let's get in.
Oh, well, that was such a refreshing dip in the Fortescue River. It's really lovely there. I thought it was pretty icy when we got in, just for 30 seconds or so, and...
Oh, I didn't, yeah, I just jumped straight in. It was really nice and pleasant. So we're doing swapsies.
Yeah, I think for me, the warmer it is outside, the colder the water feels. But yeah, it was really refreshing and got very acclimatized very quickly. There was a lot of people there, so we didn't do much filming. And time to go home and eat.
Yes, yeah, we've done about 10 kilometers today between morning and afternoon. So definitely walked up a bit of an appetite.
And it's leftover night. Yay!
Love it.
Leftovers.
If you've enjoyed our adventures this episode, hit like, subscribe to our channel. We've got much more to come.
And please leave us a comment if you get a chance. It's great for us to be on the road again, and hopefully you've enjoyed it too.
See you next time.
Well, it has been incredibly nice. I'm not going to say that. That's stupid. Incredibly and absolutely the bane of my life.